Hi, Awesomes. Welcome back. That's our second video for week one, our introduction kind of to the course. I guess all these videos, in a way, are kind of introducing us to the course. But we'll start, as I mentioned, we'll look at the week one page. And obviously, this one will look a little differently than the first video, right? Because I've added. So here's the introduction to the course video, or introduction to course video. And then this video will be right here. So for this video here, I think I'm gonna boldly attempt to hit items 2 and 3 here, talk about the learning outcomes, the projects, grading, and feedback, and kind of give you an overview. I guess it still kind of talks about this a little bit, kind of what you can expect, if you will, in the course. But our course objectives, obviously, those are there are probably they are too numerous to mention. At least go every single one at this at this particular time. But I think some of the main ones I did want to point out, I think that stand out to me, is especially this first bullet point: to analyze rhetorical situation. It's, writer, text, context, purpose, and audience. And obviously, we'll get into those as we move through the course. And obviously, our first module being the rhetorical analysis. And that's where we'll develop and kind of start to understand what a rhetorical situation is, the relationship between writer, text, context, purpose, and audience. And then those kind of how they commingle, if you will, or how they affect a variety of genres and media, right? Not just only the written text, but also speeches, videos. You could look at TV shows, movies, whatever, painting, artwork, all of it. And then I think another good one is develop strategies for reading rhetorically, evaluating and responding to a variety of texts. And the next one, reflecting on your own writing process. We have a major kind of reflective essay at the end of the semester. Really helps us reflect on our learning. And then I think obviously demonstrate some of the syntactic fluency and control of language conventions. This will be some of the academic writing that we'll begin to kind of talk about this semester and help prepare you for other classes and even prepare you for composition 2. And then, of course, we'll obviously be looking at MLA, formatting documentation. Perhaps you've were exposed to that in your studies in high school. And we'll just kind of, maybe some of it be a refresher for some of you. Some of you it might be a complete new thing, an introduction. So here's all these different policies and things of that nature. And I'm not scanning by them because they're unimportant. Just, I think you can read most of those on your own. Some of them, most of those a lot of times apply because we're meeting in person and we're not. So it's a little different. But here's the kind of to go over the grades, grade determination, and things of that nature. So this first week reading sample, a writing sample, I just want to make sure that you guys understand it's a completion thing. I'm not grading it to see, I'm not grading for grammar, not grading for all these other things, except that you answered the prompt, okay? And you address the prompt and fulfill what it asks you to do. If you've done that and submitted it, then you get the 50 points. If you submit something that's not in response to the prompt or whatever, then you don't get the 50 points. It's just it's kind of a whatever. So whatever you want to interpret that, it's not a big deal. And then our projects start here. Okay, so our first project is going to be a rhetorical analysis. Then we have a writing in your field project, multimodal presentation. Of course, obviously, all these things we're going to talk about. Reflective cover letter, final portfolio, is which we collect all these things together with our reflective cover letter. And here's a brief description of those. The thing I kind of want to talk about right here is the things we get asked about a lot. Each project I will provide feedback for revision and give the paper a grade. You may then revise the paper to improve your grade by responding to the feedback. Of course, obviously, we'll go into greater detail over the next several weeks, months, I guess, a couple months now or whatever. Talk about what that means, what that looks like. But a revision is very important to a lot of these things. So, and then I accept late work. Just please note work that's submitted too late after the due date in the semester. It could be a little more challenging to provide as much feedback. So I understand that life happens, especially right now. So do not hesitate to reach out to me. I don't deduct points and stuff like that for work that's submitted late or whatever. So I'm more concerned, what's more important is that you're learning through these assignments. And if we get behind a little bit or something comes up, please don't worry about it. You're going to be good. Okay. All right, guys, I'm running out of time on this video, but that's kind of the basic idea of kind of what you can expect as we go through the projects. All right. You guys stay safe and stay awesome, and we'll talk soon. Bye now.